Hello and welcome to the first of many videos for the LinkStation 700 series of Buffalo NAS products. These videos are meant to be somewhat brief, somewhat informative, and we hope somewhat helpful. No matter the reason, maybe watching out of curiosity, maybe watching to refresh your memory, or even watching because you recently unboxed yours and the included quick start guide is just not going to cut it, let's get started. To aid in making this video as brief as possible, we will forego the usual fancy unboxing. Of the items in the box, only 3 of them are important for this video. The LinkStation NAS, or Network Attached Storage Device itself, an AC power adapter, and an Ethernet cable. The provided Ethernet cable is Cat6a rated. If you do decide to use your own and are planning to connect to a 2.5 gigabit capable router or switch, do make sure to use at least a Cat6 or better rated cable. The included AC power adapter will either be in this form factor, which is commonly referred to as a wall wart, or another, commonly referred to as a power brick. Higher capacity storage drives do require more power. On the topic of power, using the wrong power adapter in a best case scenario might cause the unit to behave abnormally. In a worst case scenario, however, it might cause a catastrophic hardware failure. So, if you're ever in doubt, make sure to check the label on the AC power adapter. There will be a line titled Output, and for this model series, it will always list 12 volts and a range between 2 and 4 amps. This will also match what is shown on the unit's own product label for power input. Speaking of the unit's product label, and starting off our brief visual introduction with the bottom of the LinkStation, you will see several useful pieces of information. Your specific model number, the power input voltage and amperage, a unique 14-digit serial number, and the MAC address of the Ethernet port. With the information the product label provides in mind, let's say you need to contact Buffalo technical support in the future, and you no longer have the box. Please note down that unique serial number. As shocking as it may be, an actual live human being person entity will be on the other end of your support request, and they will need this to provide technical assistance. Continuing along to the back and starting at the top, you will find a recessed reset button used to reset both the password and network settings, an on-off power switch to kick off the startup or shutdown process, a USB 3.0 Type A port commonly used to connect an external USB hard drive for backups, a USB 2.0 Type A port provided mainly to connect with a battery backup, the 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port, and finally, a DC barrel jack for power input. Let's now plug in the Ethernet cable first. Next, before plugging in the power adapter, make sure the power switch is in the down or off position. With both now plugged in, we can turn the LinkStation around. Try to make sure, if you can, that there is enough space to allow proper airflow to both the front and the back. I will now flip the power switch up to the on position, finishing off our visual introduction with the front and starting at the top. On the right side, you have the power LED, a function LED, a function button, and another USB 3.0 Type A port. The power LED relays quite a bit of information, and after moving the power switch into the on position, it should first turn solid white before proceeding to flash continuously white until the unit has fully booted, at which point it will turn solid. While the startup and shutdown times will increase with usage and feature setup, the average is about 5 to 15 minutes. Should that solid light be amber instead of white, there is no need to worry. That simply means that the LinkStation was able to successfully connect to your network and was able to check in with the Buffalo firmware update servers, and is simply the LinkStation's way of letting you know an updated firmware is available. Please be aware that due to a visual bug that can occur on firmware versions prior to 2.02, that after being powered on, the power LED may continue to blink instead of turning solid. Please give the unit a full 15 minutes, and if after 15 minutes there is no change, you may proceed to the next instructional video, which does cover identifying your firmware version. In the interest of giving an uninterrupted preview, we will now let the LinkStation complete its first boot operations. We are looking for the power LED to turn and stay solid for at least 30 seconds. However, should the power LED not turn solid, please allow a full 15 minutes to elapse before proceeding. A countdown timer that started when we switched the power to the on position is displayed above. You may skip that far ahead now if you so desire. The power LED has now turned and stayed solid for 30 seconds, signifying a successful boot. You may now proceed to the next instructional video, which will use a computer to complete.